What's up, YouTube? Excited to say we are going to revive the 98 XC 700. So what I've been doing, the 97 clone on, that's not finished, not even close to finished, but it's sitting out back, covered in snow, doesn't have skis on it. Haven't started it since winter hit. Right, the last time I started it was fall time. Usually I start it periodically, but as soon as the kill switch froze on it, that kind of stopped. So the plan is we're going to be putting SLP ultralight skis on them because I just absolutely love these skis. And I think I'm going to steal the rubbers from these skis for those. But at first, I'm not going to put rubbers on them. I'm just going to try to see if I can get the sled unstuck from the ground, right? Otherwise, I'll be carrying hot water out there trying to unstick it. And put these skis on, get the sled somewhat clear of snow, and we're going to pull it in, get it thawed out, kind of look it over, because honestly, I really don't remember what state the sled's in. I know it runs, but I stole the skis off for a different sled that I sold, and I had these sitting here, which I intended on putting on anyways. So, yeah. Let's get the old 700 out. Well, here she sits. Almost put a cover on it. At least I covered up part of the seat, right? Hopefully this thing's not totally frozen to the ground. Woo! It started. Single pipe is not as impressive sounding as the twins. Not even close. Alright, we got one noodle of a ski. There's no rubber in it. It's just kind of chilling there. For anyone that's not familiar with the sled, it's actually a 98 XC 700 that I'm doing up as a 97. I put 97 trailing arm decals, which say IFS Extra instead of XC10. No CRC here, CRC there. I put a brand new 0.91 track on it, which I regret. I wish I would have gone bigger. I have a 97 purple top motor, 700. I can't remember. Okay, that's not a 97 CDI, but anyways, full SLP single exhaust, and I had a seat made just like the 97s. It's not on here currently. I still have the shredded 98 seat. Suspension is mounted too low in the rear, and I need to put a tunnel enclosure on this thing, among other things such as extreme play in my steering post here. That's really bad. So that is one of the reasons where, like on my 98 XCR 440 race sled, I think it's dirty. Like on my 98 XCR 440 race sled, you see I put a billet steering post mount there, and that's the exact reason why. These get a lot of play there with the stock setup after, 20 years. So yeah, that's pretty much the breakdown on this. It's an ongoing project. We're working on it for a couple years, and I'm sure I'll be working on this thing for a couple more years because we have plans for this sled. It's gonna be sick when it's done though. All right, boys, that's the first time this thing's moved all year. Hell yeah. Let's get it inside, thawed out. God dang, we are getting quite the fleet going out here. And there's still more sleds out back. Sleds over there. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 in the garage, 12 there. I think 1 in the backyard, a couple on my other property, a couple up on my parents' property in Will. It's getting out of hand, guys. This is getting out of hand. I'm gonna have to get rid of a couple of these and get totally scrap and junk the bulkhead tunnels or something. I don't know. There's too many sitting around. I think I have an addiction. After getting those twin pipes. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. It's pretty sad when I just don't like how this sled sounds anymore. The SLP single is letting me down. That's because I have a love for twin pipes, so I always have, I always will. So if anybody needs a SLP single setup in Alaska, hit me up. I'm gonna put that crap up for sale. We're gonna find something else to put in this thing. Little hint there. But yeah, she runs. Got the SLP ultralights on there. I need to get some rubber boots for it, and one of the bolts actually need replaced. It's got some rough threads on it. But the old $70 engine rebuild is still holding strong. It actually runs really freaking good. So I can't say it doesn't. It really does run good. There's nothing special to it. It's just a 97 motor. I don't even think I have 220s. I don't have 824s on it, which great debatable all the time. Oh yeah, I like 220s. You can't really tell the difference. Full SLP exhaust, clutched. I don't even know what's in the clutching right now. I know it's got some SLP helix, which I honestly don't even know the degrees on the ramp or anything. New track. The suspension is all jacked up. I need to mount it higher up in the tunnel because currently it's down below, which is, yeah, it looks kind of cool, but it pretty much ruins how these are supposed to ride. So there's that. But we're gonna get this thing thawed out and get to working on this thing a little bit. Well, I think the first thing I should do is pull the skid and mount it back where it belongs. So the front torque arm is mounted down here. The stock would have been up here. Rear torque arm mounted down here. Stock would be where this bolt is. So I think I just got to pull that bolt and I can just move it right up there. And that'll get this thing sitting back where it would have been stock. There's no reason to drop an X10 skid, especially if it's a trail sled. So yeah, I think it's a good place to start. So I'm not even gonna bother taking these brackets off because they're just some extra bullshit they put on, bolted on over the originals. And honestly, a little extra bracing never hurt. So I'm just gonna leave them there. Go ahead and bolt this stuff back up in the stock location up here rather than down there where it was. Well, there we have it. Got the front torque arm bolted up at the higher location. This is where it was before. Rear torque arm, higher location, was down here before. So that's one step closer to making this a good riding 98XC again, because before it was all fucked up. It rode like garbage. So yeah, he got a lot to do to this sled. I have to do something about, here, set this down if I can really show all the play in the steering post that's at the upper mount. I gotta clean this thing up. Seat, I can't do it no more. It has to get changed. I don't care what goes on there, whether it's the custom seat I had made or that Boss seat, maybe temporarily. I don't know, nor do I care. Total enclosure's got to get done. I unfortunately do not have studs nor a studded track for this sled. And then the great debate is always, do I keep the 0.91 or do I swap over to a 1.5 inch track, which that's like the old school snowcross track. So yeah, I'm not sure where we're going with this build exactly anymore. Still doing the 97 theme, not going for the bone stock. It's gonna, I don't know, I guess it wasn't bone stock anyways. I have the SLP single on it, but I'm not happy with the single. It's a great exhaust and everything, but it don't got that exhaust note like I want. So I like my sleds to bark. Maybe one day I'll have a nice hood for this thing too. It's got its blemishes. Maybe I can try to repair this one as is for the moment being. I did order a set of Repro decals, but they're like the factory ones, not that garbage you see on eBay. Put my deposit. Haven't really heard a whole lot since then, so I guess we'll see what happens there. But I put $100 down on them, and back in November, the guy said, these leaves, that they're pretty much ready to go. Oh, gross. And I haven't heard back since, so we'll see what happens. We got big plans for way too many sleds, and it's a little overwhelming at times, especially when I'm trying to do all this on a budget. So yeah. Oh, and another thing, my guide for my recoil rope, absolutely have to replace that. It's fucked up. So yeah, I'm gonna end up cutting a recoil rope on that if I don't replace it. But anyways, stay tuned. I mean, here she is, sitting nice and low again. Hell yeah. This thing fires right up. Oh, I got to cool off. But this thing does fire right up. See how it's got the rope caught? Don't sound that bad, but that 97 SKS just has me on twin pipe kick, I guess. It don't sound that bad. Oh well, only future will tell as to what we're actually gonna end up doing with this thing. But for now, we're just gonna get it cleaned up. Rubbers on the skis and tunnel enclosure, seat. God, maybe I'll do something with the hood. It's, oh no. Oh, it's getting bad. I don't know what is with the white paint on these, but they love to peel. and it's getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. It won't be long before I got a black XC. Oh, I'm hooked. But anyways, stay tuned for the next video.